Okay guys, in our last video I showed you Dolly's head and how her skir was folding over and actually cutting into her head. And I didn't want to video what we had to do to take that off just because I wanted to make sure we did it right. But we took my husband's small hacksaw, we flipped the blade upside down so that we could cut up rather than down, and we were able to take the tip off. And this is important because of what I want to do to potentially remove the skir altogether. Hi ladies, how we doing? Come here Dolly, come here Dolly. Hopefully we can see that. We were able to cut off about an inch of the tip. You gonna get up there on the roof? Yep, there you go. Good girl. There you go. Are you hungry? Yeah. And now it's not cutting into her head. It started bleeding a little bit on her head, but it didn't bleed too much. And so we were able to put some blue coat onto it. And she is doing fantastic. Now, what we are going to do, potentially, hopefully, is we are going to band it and see if we can get it to fall off. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard of this. I know they do it on cows, especially bulls when they have big horns that and they haven't been burned off as calves. And so, but I was just trying to get an idea of what I could do for her so that we didn't have this issue continue over and over again where it gets too close to her head and causes her pain and potentially death. And there was a lady who actually bans her goats that have horns. She bans their horns. And she says that after a month, they fall off. So my thing is I want to try this. And I decided we would start with Annabelle because she has decided that she's got to be in charge and big and mean because she has horns. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Maybe you can. But just on the edge, hi sweetheart. If you can see at the bottom of her horns there, they're just those little castrating bands that you use on the little goats to make them wethers. And we've put them around her horns, and I have actually already started seeing a bulge above the band on at least one side. I think on both. And so potentially in a month, so I'll have to give you an update then, we will see those horns fall off. And that is exciting because I don't like goats that have horns. They're a little bit scary. And especially you can see on hers, they're so sharp. And you know, they could poke an eye out. And if you've got little kids trying to play with these goats, they can be dangerous. So this is potentially an option if you have goats with horns and you want to dehorn them without having to do surgery. Essentially, you get that band right down where the horn meets the skin, and that's a softer area, and so the band can start cutting in to the skin there and cutting off the blood flow to the horn. So I'm excited to see that. The other thing that we've done is we've kind of bopped Cookie around. Cookie, our new goat, we've bopped her a little bit around. We had her clear at the very end by herself, and then we put Dolly in there because Annabelle beats up on Dolly. But then Cookie was not happy with that, and so I ended up moving her over here with our littles. And they're all doing really good. Hi littles. Hi Minnie. There's Minnie and Lila. Cute girls. So So there's Cookie. She's just laying in there, relaxing. We've got our shade sail up so to provide them a little extra shade today. We've got a beautiful overcast day, so it's not too hot. Feels really good. There's cute Daphne. So this is another reason why I want to work on banding these skirts, is because Daphne's a unicorn. She's got one little skir. Hi. Got a little skir on your head. You guys are good, aren't ya? Little skir on your head, huh? Yeah. So I want to be able to band that and take that off of her so that she isn't having, so that it doesn't get sharp and she's causing problems. And we got our sail shades up on our deck, and it's amazing the difference that it makes. So anyway, grass is surviving. I think we might have burned it a little bit with some fertilizer. Might have put it on a little too soon or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's our little update for today. Oh, I have one other thing to show you. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is that I got an actual Instapot. Okay, many of you have seen this and have one. I have a bigger one that I bought for doing pressure canning and to use as a pressure pot and like an Instapot, but it's not Instapot, it's Insignia. The biggest problem with the Insignia is that it doesn't have a yogurt button. And we are now, with the 4 milking goats, getting a gallon of milk a day, which is plenty of milk. And so I decided I needed to spend a little bit of money and get me an actual Instapot with the yogurt button. And the other thing you do with the yogurt button is you can push it to more, and it will pasteurize your milk for you. So that's what I've done. I took one of our half gallons of milk, pasteurized it, and put it in an ice bath so it would cool really fast. In fact, I need to take it out of the ice bath. But we are now going to have pasteurized milk and yogurt. So I got to go get me a small container of plain yogurt so that I can have my yogurt start, and then I can start making some yummy yogurt from our goat milk. I'm really excited about that. Alright, to pasteurize in this, I take my half-gallon jar and dump it in here. And it'll only do, it's a 3-quart thing, so I can't do a full gallon. It's pretty small, but I didn't have a lot of money, so I just bought a smaller one. And then you can get the lid put on, get it locked, get the thing plugged in, like that. So it's on. We're going to cancel. We're going to hit the yogurt button once and twice. Wait, no, just once, because we want it on more. And it'll blink a few times, and then it will start. And I like to turn the vent off on that because it doesn't need to be pressurized at all. But it has a set timer, and when it completes that set timer, you pull it out, you put it in a jar, and you put it in an ice bath so that it can cool off quickly. So that's what we do for pasteurization. So we'll see you on the next video.